Bahamas, St. Kitts and Nevis and Cayman Islands.
The girls have set the pace now. The sweep of the relays is on. This Jamaican team with Rajin Kumi settling the blocks to his like. He's a fantastic starter. Second in the 100, personal best 10.28.
When the Jamaicans ran 38.61 in Nairobi last year, two members of this team tonight were on that team then. This is one of them. Brian Level ran the second leg in Nairobi. Sandra Davison ran the anchor leg.
That's where he is tonight.
And they have added Buaji and Kumi on the start, replacing Alex Xavier Monfries, and DeAndre Daly on the third leg, and he would be replacing Andrew Gillips.
10.28 Buaji, Level 10.21 last year, and in that range again this season. 10.22 for this boy, the CARIFTA champion, DeAndre Daly. And on the anchor leg, 20.90 200 speed. Sandra Davidson, the 2021 National Junior 100 champion. Big team. They set a Jamaican record last year in Nairobi, 38.61. Ahead of them, a world junior record by South Africa, 38.51.
Going through the full lineup, the Jamaicans being led off by Buaji and Kumi. Three Jamaican teams have gone sub 39 in under 24 by 100 sprinting. Are we in store for more history tonight?
Don't dare to think it, but it's possible.
World under 20 record 38.51 set by South Africa last year. The Jamaicans were a 10th behind at 38.61. They start in lane number 4. Set off. Buaji and Kumi float of the blocks for the Jamaicans. Bahamas going on quickly as well on the opening leg. And Kumi, hats off to Brian Level down the back stretch. The Jamaicans going fast. Bahamas also moving well too. The change slow for the Jamaicans, but DeAndre Daly is quick, and he is opening up on the rest of the field. Daly will come to Sandra Davison. The change is clean, and the Jamaicans are away again. Davison is lifting. The crowd is pushing him. Davison to the line. The world record survives. 39.15. The CARIFTA record goes. Sandra Davison on anchor once again for the Jamaicans. The crowd almost looking disappointed, but it is a stunning effort. The expectations raised. The boys have their gold medal in Kingston, and the Jamaicans sweep the sprint relays at CARIFTA 49.
The sweep is complete in the 4x1s. Davidson runs off with the Jamaican flag. 3 passes, safe, not swift. If they improve those passes, no reason why Jamaica cannot also break the under 20 boys 4x1 record. Daly and Davidson in the picture. Both champions. 39.15, a CARIFTA record.
A terrific performance in the month of April, really. Still a long way for these boys to go this season. DeAndre Daly, after winning the 100 last night, spoke about the long season and going all the way to the World Under 20 Championships. And these boys will all have aspirations of being there, and they have produced a spectacular effort tonight.
Daly on the left, Davidson the tall man with the headband, Level and Buaji on the right hand side. A power-packed team. Again, the baton passing here, safe not swift, and there's more there for this outstanding team of Jamaican boys.
Yeah, for sure. And there are others who can potentially come in at some point this season. Jiva Newby has run 10.26.
Buaji, a bullet out of the blocks. That exchange, second to third, level to Davidson. Close. Great turn by Daly. The sidestep to make the pass safe to the anchor leg. From short to tall, the powerful Sandra Davidson, the conqueror, closes out a big win for Jamaica and a 4x1 sweep by the host country.
Bringing the house down in a most spectacular fashion. CARIFTA record 39.15 for the Jamaicans.
Wow. I've seen a lot in my time, but this was magnificent. This sweep ending with super fast times. Under 17s conservative, but under 20s let it all out. World record and a championship record to close up CARIFTA Day number 2.
Yeah.
Don't stay home tomorrow. Come to CARIFTA.
What a night, what a night, what a Sunday night. Kingston in a frenzy. The under 17 girls, they started the sweep.
Davidson, Bingham, Hazel, and Fianli Terrelong got to run their victory lap like the people they watch on television. These fans watched it, delighted. These boys will run their victory lap maybe later. 39.15, level on the left hand side. Nkume, the tall man with the headband, Davidson, and the 100 champion Daly on the outside.
Confirmation of the results then. 39.15 CARIFTA record for Jamaica, 40.41 for the Bahamas, 40.72 big bronze medal that for the Cayman Islands. Guadeloupe in fourth at 41.77. Trinidad and Tobago disappointingly down in 8th position at 44.90. Danielle Dowie has a very fast set of young ladies. Better get to her quickly before they speed away.
The U20 Boys 4x100 meters final at CARIFTA Games delivered a performance that was both dominant and revealing, particularly in how Jamaica managed to win convincingly, despite clear technical imperfections. This race was not just about raw speed, it was a case study in how elite sprint depth can compensate for inefficiencies, and how much potential still remains untapped within this young Jamaican squad. From the very first leg, Jamaica established intent. The decision to place Rajin Kumi on the start was strategic. Known for his explosive acceleration and proven 100 meters credentials, 10.28 PB, Kumi provided a strong opening phase. His reaction and drive phase allowed Jamaica to stay competitive with a fast-starting Bahamas team, who arguably had one of the sharpest opening legs in the race. However, while Kumi executed his role well, the first exchange already hinted at Jamaica's main weakness, baton efficiency. The handoff to Brian Lavelle was described as safe, not swift, and that distinction is crucial. At the elite level, especially in 4x100 meter relays, the difference between a good and a great team often lies in the exchanges. Jamaica did not lose the race here, but they certainly did not maximize their advantage. Level, however, immediately compensated with exceptional top-end speed. Running the backstretch, he demonstrated why he is consistently in the 10.2 range. His ability to maintain velocity and slightly extend the lead despite the suboptimal exchange was critical in stabilizing Jamaica's position. The second exchange from Level to DeAndre Daly followed a similar pattern, secure but lacking aggression. This is where the race could have become vulnerable. In tightly contested international finals, such hesitation can cost medals. However, Daly's individual quality erased any doubt. As the reigning 100-meter champion and a sprinter with 200-meter strength, 20.90 PB, Daly brought a unique combination of speed endurance and curve running ability. His leg was arguably the most decisive phase of the race. Daly didn't just maintain the lead, he expanded it. His transition into the curve was smooth, and his stride pattern remained controlled under pressure. By the time he approached the final exchange, Jamaica had a clear advantage. Importantly, Daly also showed awareness in adjusting his steps slightly to ensure a clean baton pass, even if it meant sacrificing a fraction of speed. This reflects maturity and race intelligence rarely seen at the junior level. The final exchange to Sandre Davison was the cleanest of the three, and it came at the perfect moment. Davison, the 2021 National Junior Champion, had the responsibility of closing the race under high expectations. His anchor leg was powerful rather than flamboyant. He focused on maintaining form and driving through the line rather than overextending. This composure ensured that Jamaica's lead was never threatened in the closing meters. The final time of 39.15 seconds is particularly interesting when placed in context. It is a CARIFTA record and a commanding result, yet it falls short of both Jamaica's own previous mark, 38.61, and the world U20 record, 38.51 set by South Africa. This gap highlights the central takeaway from the race. Jamaica's performance was dominant, but not optimized. Three key factors explain this. First, baton exchanges. All three were described as safe rather than aggressive, suggesting conservative zone usage and possibly a lack of full-speed trust between runners. Second, race distribution. While each athlete ran strong individual legs, the transitions between phases lacked fluidity. Third, technical ceiling. The team's raw speed indicates that, with refined exchanges, they could realistically challenge the world record. Another important layer is squad depth. Commentary mentioned additional athletes capable of running 10.26, which suggests internal competition will push this team forward. This is a hallmark of Jamaican sprinting. Depth not only sustains dominance, but also drives continuous improvement. From a broader perspective, this race reinforces Jamaica's sprinting philosophy. Prioritize speed, then refine execution. At the junior level, this approach often leads to victories even when technical aspects are not perfect. However, as these athletes progress to the World U20 Championships and eventually senior competition, the margin for error will shrink significantly. In conclusion, Jamaica's victory in 39.15 was both impressive and incomplete. It showcased overwhelming talent, strong race management, and championship composure. At the same time, it exposed clear areas for improvement, particularly in baton exchanges, that could unlock even faster times. If these young athletes can synchronize their technical execution with their undeniable speed, breaking the world U20 record is not just possible, it becomes an expectation.